Paul Stevenson, VP here at PB&J Physical Therapy, and today we're putting together a instructional video on successful interviewing tips. So we're here, University of Puget Sound. Let's get started. Alright, so what we've done for you is put together a short instructional video on common questions that employers may ask, and we have both appropriate responses and why those are appropriate, and some less appropriate responses. So let's start with the first.
Hello, I'm Dr. Dieger, Director and owner of PB&J Physical Therapy. Thanks for coming in for your interview today. I have a few questions that you can answer. So typically we hire for longevity, and we want to know if our employees are going to be staying around for a while. So with that, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
This is a common question many employers will ask. A good answer for this question demonstrates the desire to learn and develop as a therapist, and possibly includes some certifications or specialties that you're working towards.
I would like to be an integrated team member in a well-respected clinic.
My ultimate goal is to be an owner or director of an outpatient orthopedic clinic. Ideally, I would like to earn my OCS and be a leader amongst my staff.
In 5 years, I would like to have a certification in vestibular rehab and participate in community activities or events such as falls risk assessments.
Now here are a few responses that people may say but are a little less effective. Let's take a look.
In 5 years, I would like to be doing part-time work and doing some traveling of the world.
The first response to this question may not be appropriate because an employer is probably going to want someone who's wanting full-time work. If you say you're interested in part-time work, they may question whether your passion for physical therapy outweighs your passion to travel the globe.
Ideally, I'd like to try working in multiple settings and see which one's the best fit for me.
I would caution the interviewee on saying you may want to work multiple places. This may cause the employer to question your commitment to their company.
Making 100 G's.
Having your babies.
So this interview is about finding out who you are as a person. So with that, what are your strengths and your weaknesses?
Be prepared with a few strengths and weaknesses. This is a common question employers may ask. A good answer to this question addresses specific answers or areas of strength while remaining humble.
One strength I feel I possess is the ability to work with a group of medical professionals.
For weaknesses, it's important to show room for improvement and a desire to become stronger in those areas.
As a new grad, I feel that one of my weaknesses is strictly my lack of clinical experience, but at the same time that gives the opportunity for me to be molded and learn new ideas within your clinic.
Now here are a few responses that people may say but are a little less effective. Let's take a look.
My strengths and weaknesses are the same. I work too hard, I care too much, and sometimes I'm too invested in my work. I was at the top of my class, I know all the manual skills. My only weakness is acute care.
Demonstrating cockiness in your strengths is typically unattractive with employers, and also demonstrating weaknesses with little room for improvement is dangerous technique.
I feel that my strengths are my glutes and my abs, and that my weaknesses are attractive men and cheap wine.
I don't know what else to say.
So I think I've asked you enough questions. Are there any questions you have for me?
Salary is something typically that new grads will want to ask about. And while this isn't something you'd want to bring up first thing with an employer, it is important. Keep in mind a range of salary, benefits, raise and raise history, and potential bonuses. But remember, this is not the lasting impression you want to leave your employer with. Try to ask this late in the interview or potentially on a second interview.
Do you give raises, and what is your raise history? Is it larger than just the raise associated with the cost of living? What does your company do with its profits, and how does it reinvest back into its company? What does your continuing education package look like, and do you have a well-established program for that? Could you show me your mentorship program?
Now here are a few responses that people may say but are a little less effective. Let's take a look.
When can I expect to be out of direct patient care and into a management position where I could, make a little bit more money?
I wouldn't go there.
How much you gonna pay me?
I wouldn't go there either.
Since the new law is passed, do you guys still drug test?
or there.
Are you married?
Definitely not.
How long till I can afford a Beamer? So what's your dress policy here?
Thank you for joining us on this informational video. I hope you found it as helpful and successful as we intended when we made it. I appreciate you watching.
Is there more to that? I feel that my strengths are my glutes and abs, and my weaknesses are... Brett, you can't smile.
My ultimate goal is to be in,
It's not appropriate, Paul.
Throwing it out there.
My ultimate goal is... I had it! I was... Sorry. You just forgot.
Definitely not. Salary is a question. Salary is something typically that...
So what's your dress policy?
Oh, that.
Ideally, I would just like... not... hang on.
Like these little... I don't know what these are.